Hi there, it's Natasha and thank you so much for joining me today. Today I have a few items that I would like to share with you. So I'm going to start off first of all with this background die. I have a piece of, this is a, I'll just zoom out a smidge, a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card front, just so that you can see, card base, see that it is just a smidge smaller than the card front, and so this is what it looks like. That's it cut out, but you can see that all of these little squares cut out, so this would be really cool for doing some die cut inlay or some of those sorts of techniques, paper piecing. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to doing with that. So that's that one. I'm sorry that I don't have this one cut out, if I can get it, but this is a little flower die. It has 3 roses or rose looking flowers and then some foliage around the outside. Again, if this is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card, then you get a somewhat decent idea of the size of the die. And I was thinking that I had thought it might have been slightly bigger, however this will be just fine because I think it might work really nice if I do half of it there and then I'll be able to join on another half, and that way it will take up plenty of the card front. But I'll see. I'll have we play with it and see how we go. Next up I have these layering dies. Let me just get all 3. So these are the layering dies, just for reference sake. That's on the front of an A2 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card front. However, that's what it looks like. So I have cut that one out there. And then this one here is the smallest one, and then this one here is the next size. So on this large one it just cuts as is, however on these 2 slightly smaller designed ones, they actually, this part here cuts it right out, so you actually end up with these 2 pieces like so. So that again opens lots of doors for fun possibilities. However, for the purpose of just showing you how they layer up, I'm just going to quickly flip these over and then put this in here and just use a little bit of tape so that I can show you how these layer up nicely. So you want the smallest pattern on the bottom, and then the next one will go up like this. I'll do it on a card base so that you can somewhat see. So just line it up until the little flower petals in the middle meet and the outside decoration sort of matches up to the best of your ability. And then I'm going to put this top layer on. And I actually quite like this combo. It's like a light purple, then a medium purple, and then a darker one on top. So that's how they layer up. And as I said, you could definitely, these 3 do come as a set. I bought them just like one payment, one set. However, you could definitely use them individually and have some fun there too. So that is the layering set of circle dies. Then I have purchased some, this is for my mixed media. So far everything that I've shown you has been purchased from Aliexpress, and I will put all the links in the description box below. These are some little lace bits and pieces. So these ones are some larger flowers. Then I have this nice long piece of little smaller flowers, and then there is a sort of large one. It's a little bit tricky to show you, and maybe I should have chosen a different colour, but nonetheless. And then I also have some little corner pieces like this. And what I use these for, I just use something like heavy body gel or matte medium, and I use these on my mixed media, and they create some really nice texture. So that's those. As I said, I will link those all below. Speaking of using the heavy body gel and the matte medium, I got a couple of new cheap paintbrushes that I can use for gesso and for those sorts of things without ruining my good brushes, and that my daughter can have a good play with as well. So this is a 3cm one, this is a 4cm one, and just larger brushes so I can get some really good coverage a bit faster. And if you can hear any little grunting sounds, that's because I have my son on my front. I'm baby wearing him, so he is having a nice wee nap on me, and he is just having some maybe great dreams. Speaking of paintbrushes, I also got these ones. As I said, my daughter likes to have a play right beside me. It's impossible to do any sort of crafting or card making without her joining in, which is fun. So these are some brushes that she can muck around with, and again I will just use them so that I don't have to feel guilty about ruining any good brushes. Cheap and cheerful. Now I have everything that I've shown so far has been from Aliexpress, and I just have a couple of items that I thought I would show you that people sometimes get interested in, the products that I use for particular reasons. This one I have just stocked up on. This is, if I can get the camera to want to focus, some double-sided adhesive sheets. These ones are the 6x6. I'm pretty sure you can get 8.5 by 11 sheets. You can get all sorts of sizes. This also comes in tape. It comes lots of different ways. However, for my last video that I did coloured stacking, some cardstock stacking, card making, I needed some full sheets, and so this is the best stuff that I have. It's just really find to use. This is just big sheets of double-sided adhesive, so I like these ones. These ones here are obviously from scrapbook.com, and yeah, it's always good to have a few of these in my stash. The other thing that I'm going to be trying is this Tim Holtz replacement non-stick mat. So it is 7.5 by 11 inches, and this is meant to go on his big glass mixed media mat, but I don't own that big mat at all, and I have no need for it because I just have a really small workspace, and so yeah, I have no need for it. However, at the moment I have this old school, older style Ranger mat, and it is a well worn, well loved, and as you can see I keep it rolled up, so when I use it on my desk I have to tape down all the corners and things, which is fine, and then I kind of have to pack it up again, which is also fine, but just for ease of use and for fun, I have got tried out this little 7.5 by 11. So on the front it is good for, it's completely non-stick, so ink blending, and for me the size is really good because I will put it this way and it will fit a nice card, and I will still have lots of room around the edges, so I won't get it all over anything else that's on my desk with my ink blending, and I'll still have plenty of room, and it's still small enough that it doesn't take up my whole desk, so yeah, that's going to be perfect for me. So anyway, as I said, it's non-stick on the front, and then it has sort of a silicone grip coating on the back, so when I use it on my desk, which is just down here, it'll stick nicely to my wooden desk, and in fact it sticks quite nicely to paper and doesn't even curl up either, so yeah, I'll be able to use it on there as well. So I am going to give that a go, and I think that will be really handy as well. I also got this one from scrapbook.com, and I think it was around $7.99 US, so that's the other thing that I'm going to try. That's pretty much all I've got to show you for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Thanks, bye!